Welcome to The Late Show. I'm your host, Stephen Colbert. And ladies and gentlemen, we are it's Thursday, meaning we're exactly 1 week away from Thanksgiving. So it's time to get that turkey in the oven, okay? You want to go low and slow. 95 degrees, 1 week. So moist, it grows its own stuffing. We already have something to be thankful for, because this afternoon, Matt Gaetz withdrew as Trump's nominee for Attorney General of the United States. Woo! Oh, my goodness. Isn't that pleasant? That's so nice. What a lovely this. Thank you, sweet turkey Jesus. God will bless you. As you know, Gaetz' nomination has been opposed by many Republican senators, especially after two women claim Gaetz paid them for sex. Yesterday, at New York Times, they published a chart of Venmo transactions between Gaetz, his friends, and dozens of women to show how payments flowed between them. I think we all know what was flowing between them. But, just for schnicks, let's take a look at the chart. There you go. Very simple. It's very simple. This chart connects all the characters in the Matt Gaetz Skinematic universe. As you can see, Gaetz and his associates sent money to many tiny women in red shirts, as well as several mysterious top hats. The only possible conclusion, Matt Gaetz paid to have sex with the Babadook. Now, one of Gaetz' accusers also says she witnessed him having sex with a 17-year-old. And Gaetz today withdrew from the AG nomination 45 minutes after a press outlet called to say they were going to report on a second sexual encounter between Gaetz and a 17-year-old in 2017. Reportedly, the second sexual encounter included another adult woman, which is upsetting, but not as upsetting as this detail. They had sex with Gaetz on an air hockey table. An air hockey table? Who was this three-way with? Dave and Buster? Was it on? Because that sounds cooling and refreshing. And way better than doing it on the whack-a-mole. Are you ready for it to get worse? Because, too bad, because here it comes. Because the sex on the air hockey table happened at a house party while the homeowner watched. Why on earth are you watching? Hold on. I got winner. So, Gaetz dropped out on what? Just on Twitter or something? He dropped out on social media, posting, "While the momentum was strong, it is clear that my confirmation was unfairly becoming a distraction to the critical work of the Trump-Vance transition." That is true. All of this attention on this sex criminal was unfairly distracting from the critical work of all the other sex criminals who've been nominated. So, and elected. So Gaetz isn't going to be Attorney General, and remember, Gaetz already resigned from Congress. So it's a really tough day for Gaetz, which explains why he looks so surprised. Sad? Laminated? But he's gone, despite the fact that just yesterday, Veep-elect J.D. Vance led Gaetz through meetings with multiple Republican senators in an attempt to save the nomination. For instance, here's Senator John, not that John Kennedy, before he sat down with these two men yesterday.
Matt and J.D. asked for the meeting, and, we may talk about the Dallas Cowboys.
Did they think you were an
They just asked for a meeting, and I said, sure, I love meetings.
He loves meetings. Well, thanks for calling this meeting, guys. I love meetings. You fellas catch the Cowboys game last night? Yeah, John, we want you to confirm this dude who gets coked up and bangs teens on air hockey tables. That Cooper Rush has an arm like a rocket, doesn't he? Whew. I do love meetings. And it's not just Gaetz. Thank you. not just Gaetz. None of Trump's picks are particularly popular. A new poll found that Marco Rubio, Tulsi Gabbard, and RFK Jr. are viewed with approval by only 4 in 10 Americans. Those 4? Marco Rubio, Tulsi Gabbard, RFK Jr., and the brainworm. That's not even the worst of it. Only 3 in 10 Americans have favorable views of Pete Hegseth, Matt Gaetz, and Kristi Noem, meaning they poll slightly below that thing where you bite the inside of your cheek and then it forms a lump, so you keep biting it all day by accident. Trump, may have to give up on Matt Gaetz, but Trump will never give up on his true passion, grifting, because even though he is about to once again become the most powerful person on the planet, he's also out there hawking limited edition signed MAGA guitars for $10,000 a pop. Now, if you purchase one of these guitars, you are divorced. And if you say, actually, Steve, I'm not divorced, well, go tell your spouse you just blew 10 grand on a Trump guitar, then call me back with your status. The former president posted, coming soon, the limited edition 45 guitar. Only 1,300 of each acoustic and electric guitars made, some personally signed. That must be so exciting for real guitar fans. Because Donald Trump is one of the world's most renowned guitar not players. Hey, pass me the ball. I'm wearing my new Air Danny DeVitos. Jimmy, can we take another look at that bad boy? Oh, hell yeah! It's like if the side of your cousin's van could play music. Like a vision, she was laying there. You don't have to spend the full 10 grand for a signed version, because for just $1,500, you can get a guitar with Donald J. Trump printed right on the fretboard, because there is nothing that says rebellious rock and roll like the name of the President of the United States on your fretboard. It's like that classic song.
I love Gerald Ford, since I don't know the party for Nixon, baby.
But soon, we won't. Don't have that much hair. But soon we won't have to talk about politics at all, because we're going to be spending time with our families for Thanksgiving. And one good way to avoid conversation is watching the annual Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, which this year is celebrating 100 years. Happy anniversary. And in a tribute, that's exciting, 100 years. In a tribute to the first Macy's parade, they're bringing back the original Santa Claus. The parade is also getting some new balloons, including Minnie Mouse, who is making her Macy's Thanksgiving Parade debut. You go, girl. You go. She broke that glass ceiling, and then she popped because she is a balloon. There's also a couple other new floats on the parade route this year. What else we got? Including one from spaghetti sauce company Rao's, offering the Pasta Night, a play on the words Pasta Night. That's nice. I wasn't aware that eating pasta was limited to certain hours of the day. I'll have to reschedule my breakfast carbonara. And folks, we're gonna all need to cram in all the comfort food we can this holiday season. There are gonna be a lot of feelings around the table, and it's our job to eat them all. That's why I am pleased to report that there has been a scientific breakthrough in baked goods technology, because this morning, one of my writers, he brought in cookies that his daughter Willa baked. And as you can see, there she is, wearing the Late Show t-shirt, as all children of my employees are required to wear in public. And let me tell you, folks, these ain't your grandpa's cookies. These are double cookies. Okay, take a look at this. Look at that. These were baked at the same time. It is a slice and bake base topped by a slice and bake sugar cookie. And I think there's so much division in this country right now. This gives me hope. If this cookie can bring chocolate chip together with sugar, maybe one day we could also add a snickerdoodle down here. And then I would also eat that. Let's go in. Hey. I'm eating the whole cookie. I don't know what. We got a great show for you tonight. My guests are House Democratic Leader Hakeem Jeffries